This video of Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson shares some of the importance of science literacy in America. I want to make sure we understand there is a difference between being literate in science and understanding science concepts and science activity and how to investigate something as far as the scientific method and processes. Um, but that this training is not necessarily about being able to do science, the idea of science. It is more about acquiring the appropriate tools we need in order to transfer content knowledge in science to our students. Um, for example, we're looking at vocabulary. How our kids acquire vocabulary? What do they understand when they are learning words and how those words apply into the science? Science has a lot of content vocabulary that the students have to know in order to be successful. For example, plate tectonics. If students in sixth grade do not learn plate tectonics, when the students are in eighth grade, they struggle with the content in the earth sciences that requires them to be able to do topographic mapping, understanding satellite images and how they change over time. So we want to make sure that for each lesson that we teach that we do concentrate some attention on how we are transferring vocabulary knowledge. Also, we have to understand that literacy, as far as the linguistics of science, are also important because if you're dealing with students who struggle to read, then we have to look at different methods of transferring knowledge to them. We wouldn't want to assign 15 or 20 pages of reading if they're already struggling to read. Our kids have a hard time reading expository text. So it is important to have strategies that relate to science content, but also have other non-linguistic representations for those students that do struggle with the reading. Also, students who may be hearing impaired would need non-linguistic representations. So here I've added additional activity, and it's a Quizlet where we would just show how students can have Quizlets made or teachers can make Quizlets so that students can review their vocabulary. It's a way that you can front load vocabulary to, especially your 504 students. Some of your ELL students might also benefit from having a Quizlet or something like that. That is like digital flashcards. So here I've made a Quizlet just so that you can see what it's like. And you can go to Quizlet.com to make additional Quizlets for your different lessons.